Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, love attraction, all of that juicy goodness. We're here for our weekly energy reading. I am filming this on Friday. Happy Friday. But it's going to be actually happy Saturday for all of you. I think I'm going to post this tomorrow. So let's call on our guides and our angels and let's see what messages you guys need to hear today. All right. Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, please open sacred space. Please only allow the highest and whitest light messages to come through. Bless me. Bless my cards. And bless my beautiful viewers and subbies. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for wanting to do the work for yourself. It's one of my favorite things is people who want to grow and people who want to expand their view on life, expand their consciousness to see how they can be better, how they can create a better life for themselves. I just got guidance to do the Archangel Michael deck. So we're starting out with the angels, a message from your angels. Your vibration is rising. Number 43. This is a time of great spiritual growth. Oh, I can't make this shit up, you guys. I literally was just talking about how I love spiritual growth and people that want to grow and evolve. It says, this is a time of great spiritual growth for you. You are evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. I always find that like when I'm talking about something and then I pick like a deck that I haven't, I don't normally start my readings with that deck, and then they make the message like perfectly match it. Okay, I have not used this deck in a hot minute. This is the original tarot, the Rider-Waite. We're going to pick 3. Okay, we have the High Priestess. Then we have the Strength. I'm going to do 3 and then I'm going to do 3 Micah magic with it. High Priestess, Strength card, and 2 of Swords. Okay, let's unpack this. So somebody is in a tough spot. They're needing to make a decision about their life. They haven't been shown the way yet. They kind of are, somebody's at a stalemate. They're just like, I don't know what to do. And the swords represent a mind, like your mind space, your thoughts. It's kind of like maybe I just saw somebody like holding their head, like, I can't figure this out. I need to do something. But look, she's blindfolded. So I see this as the universe has you blindfolded and it's not showing you the way yet. And we have to surrender and just be patient. And that takes strength. It takes a lot of strength to sit in the unknown, you guys. We don't always know our next steps. They're brought to us little by little. That's why I call them breadcrumbs, because they're so tiny, and it could be something that you don't think is related to the thing that you're wanting to create for yourself, or maybe it's not something you're creating, but you're just like, I don't know where I'm going in my life. But the next perfect step is usually really tiny. It's just reaching out to a friend, or it's hopping on the computer to go watch something, and then all of a sudden you stumble across something else. Kind of like how this reading started. I was guided to use a different deck. That's a small little breadcrumb, and look where it led us. It led us to a card that literally mirrored exactly what I was talking about spiritual growth. I love that you're all here wanting to grow, and then Spirit made us pick a card that's saying, yes, you are here to grow. This is why you're watching this video, and you are evolving. And then we have the High Priestess. And for some reason, I'm drawn to the 2 pillars. So this is somebody who's gone to another level. Your vibration is so elevated right now that you're balancing your yin and yang energy, your feminine and masculine. You are a pillar for your community. You are somebody that people go to for advice, or you're going to be that type of person. Because you've been in the unknown so much in your life now, and you've endured it, right? And now you're going to be sharing that wisdom with other people. So your vibration is rising. The High Priestess could also mean that you are now reaching a new level of connecting with Spirit. I just heard that you are so tapped in that you're seeing little synchronicities, like I just described with that card matching what I was saying. You might be seeing that more in your life right now. So embrace it and celebrate it, because that took strength for you to get there. That takes eating healthy, it takes stopping addictions. Your vibration is everything. The turtle, this has been coming up a lot for me. I keep seeing turtles everywhere. It says, what is under your shell? What experiences have you had that can help others who might be suffering? It's time to share your wisdom. So this is all about you walking through the fire and then going back and helping others walk through it too. You're helping them get out of it quicker. You're giving them the tools that you found through your process, and it's going to benefit the world. Like I said, that's the high priestess. You're a pillar now, and people are coming to you to figure out how to do it. They're saying, they're looking at you going, how did he or she figure it out? Oh my gosh, I admire them so much. And then we have, where are you staying quiet in your life? Speak your truth. Don't shy from uncomfortable conversations. This is where growth occurs. Okay, so this is now being confirmed. You're spiritually growing, but you have to share your voice in some way. And with this card, you're not. You're holding back. You're like, oh, I want to start this thing, but I'm scared. I'm scared to speak my truth. I'm scared people are going to judge me. And a lot of times that's just ripping off the Band-Aid. You just go out and you just do it. And I just heard that if somebody's wanting to call in a partnership, this person is going to be reaching out to you, and they're finally coming out of that stalemate energy. And they're going to be saying, hey, like, let's do this. I know you're it. I know you're somebody that I want to explore life with. I'm going to have the strength. I'm going to be the high priestess. I'm going to be grounded, and I'm going to tell you how I feel. Because you're the turtle energy. You have a mission together. You're going to be sharing your experiences with others. And then we have the panther, protection. Consider who you allow to take your energy and who you give it away to freely. And now that I think about this, I had a dream. I had a dream that I was in a car with a dog and some sort of like panther or a jaguar. I remember it was some sort of like wild animal. And I was trying to shut the door, and it like swooped in underneath the door, and it came in, and I was worried it was going to kill my dog. It was such a strange dream. I wonder if that's like symbolic of somebody invading my space, or me not being able to protect somebody. Interesting. I'll have to dive deeper into that. But I just remembered that dream. I forgot that I had it. Maybe you guys can help me decipher that, what that might mean, like a wild animal coming into my car. It didn't hurt my dog, but I had immediate fear, like, I got to get this thing out. Oh no, like once it's in, I felt trapped, you know? Okay, the whale, tenderness, show compassion and forgive what needs to be forgiven. I love the whale card. That always reminds me of divine feminine energy and being in your it's almost like the whale goes to the depths of the ocean, which is going through the fire pretty much. You're going through the toughest grief, the worst pain ever, heart addictions, trauma, wounding, but then you come out with this tenderness, you come out with this compassion, and you understand people more, and you forgive people. You truly see them because you've been there. And the beautiful thing about people that have been through really hard times, like it's like a truth detector. You can tell if people really mean what they say, or you can tell if people are really going to show up for you. If they say they're going to show up for you, like, the action will follow because you can just read it on them. You can't fake it. People who have been through the fire. So, maybe that's what it is. Okay. So the protection is, if you're sensing somebody in your reality who's saying all the right things, be mindful that they might be just all talk. They might not have gone to the depths of who they are yet, and they're still learning. So we're not going to pass judgment on them, but you just might not want to open up your heart to somebody who hasn't been there and hasn't experienced it, because then they might not be able to see you and all of your strengths. Not that we need people to see us in our strength with the strength card, but it does feel good to be seen, right? I used to think like I could never marry somebody that hasn't been through something hard, because they would need to understand, on a random Wednesday at 2 p.m., if I'm cooking and I just fall to my knees and start crying because I miss my daughter. That happens frequently. The grief just takes me over some days. Even though I've done all this healing, it's still, I'm human, right? We still have those moments. And I've always said, like, I would need a man who like can feel that, right? Who just like sits on the floor with me. But I don't need it, but it's support. It's nice to have that, instead of somebody that kind of looks at me and doesn't know what to do with me, right? that wouldn't feel so good for me. So we have the eagle, ancestral healing. Your ancestors are holding space for you to heal your past. We're in the flow today, literally talking about my past. What about your past? What kind of partner do you want? How do you want to heal with your partner? I just heard somebody's going to be healing with your partner. You both are going to be sitting on the floor crying together about both of your past because you're going to understand pain. You know, we want to attract, and I believe we will. I believe we will attract somebody who can relate to us because it's just how vibration works. And it's going to feel so good. Somebody's going to feel so good because you're finally going to be seen for all that you've had to endure by yourself, or maybe you had a past partner that didn't really get you. You're going to be moving into that type of relationship. And that animal deck that I used was Spirit Animal Wisdom. And then this is Angel. Oh my gosh, I can't think of it. I say it in every reading. Maybe if I do this, it'll bring back the memory, the emotion. Angel Wisdom Tarot, right? Angel Wisdom Tarot, I think. Oh, the Sun card. This is kind of like the Strength card. This is Leo energy, a time of great joy and success. Brilliant epiphanies that lead to magical opportunities, plans that work out perfectly, gratitude to the divine. So you're so grateful for God and the universe for bringing you to this new partnership, to this new connection, to Soul Tribe, to people that actually see you and they honor your loss or your pain or your illness or your suffering or your upheaval in your life. The Sun is like the happiest card in the deck. Okay, there's so many, but this one was sitting on top, so we're going to take this one. This is a really good one. This is Page of Pentacles. Oh, wow, we got Four of Wands. That's crazy. We're going to take both of those. So Page of Pentacles is somebody like going back to school, learning something new. It says scholarly, cheerful, dependable, mischievous, time to get to work. An excellent opportunity presents itself. Happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships, a new area of study. And then we have the Four of Wands, which is the happy marriage card, the 1111 card. So much to celebrate. Send gratitude to the divine and the angels for the peace and prosperity coming to you, peace and contentment in your personal life. So look at this magic. These two together, the Sun and the 1111 marriage card. You are so grateful for the universe for bringing you this connection. But I believe it's because you had the strength to do the inner work, to become the high priestess. You've raised your vibration so much so that now you've attracted somebody. You've attracted people that see you. And it's because you were like the eagle and you did all the healing prior to. You released, as I like to say, all the cinder blocks. I feel like we all carry cinder blocks of pain and suffering, and we chip away at it little by little, taking layer off, and you're peeling back the onion. And then all of a sudden, one day you wake up and you bump into somebody, or you connect with somebody on social media, or you just feel like you're like, wow, you're more of a match to me than my past partner. Or, hey, let's start a business together and we can be business partners, right? You're meant to help people in some way, and you might be collaborating. Okay, now we have the Gateway Oracle. Making a difference. My inner light shines far and wide. You're going to be doing some sort of mission work. That's what the Page of Pentacles was saying. You're going back to school. You're going to be starting something new, maybe starting a whole new social media brand, maybe starting your own brick and mortar type of business, but you're going to be making a difference with this partnership, with this connection, whether it's a business partnership or whether it is an actual intimate marriage. We're just flopping all around here. I love it. We're going to do Doreen Virtue's angel deck. Another message from your angels. Let's see what they want to say. Acceptance. You're fully accepting all of who you are. You're allowing yourself to be seen. And I'm drawn to her wings. She has wings on her back. And that's kind of like you taking flight. You're moving into a newer version of yourself. That's that vibration that's rising. You're learning something new. You're like, I'm ready to take flight. I'm ready to get my voice out there. I'm ready to speak. I'm ready to shine. Okay, now we're going to do Tosha Silver's Wild Offering deck. I love this. It's a prayer deck. It's all filled with little prayers, prayers to the divine. Sanctuary. I love the purple in this deck or this card. A sanctuary resides inside you no matter what is happening. The inner temple beckons you to enter. Take a deep breath, enter, and sit down on the throne of your own heart. So, this is basically go into meditation, connect with spirit, be the high priestess. You're really strengthening your connection to source right now. And that's the strength building. And when you do that, you start to attract so many things, so much money, so much opportunity, the right people to support you. I just posted a video today on Friday about divine timing and trusting that even when you're tested, you're still being brought the people that you need when you need them. You're just literally taken care of in the whole time. You might feel like it's chaos and things are breaking down, but yet some little miracle happens in the middle of the chaos. And that's the stuff that I love to journal about and report about and share, because I love the magic. I know in every moment we're being protected. We're being shown the way. All right, now let's get to the juicy goodness with Micah Magic. Everyone always tells me this is their favorite deck to watch me to read with. You guys can totally buy this deck. I highly recommend it. You do not have to wait for my readings to get some messages for you, but it's a manifestation deck. It's an oracle deck. It kind of just gives you flat out messages on your journey of what you need to do. So we have, you can trust that voice, and within 2 weeks. So this partnership, maybe this connection, this new business endeavor, it's going to be happening in 2 weeks. You can trust that voice, make a joy list. Until then, you're going to figure out, what brings you joy, right? What are the things that you can do that keep you connected to source? Because when your heart is beating with joy, you are strengthening that magnet and you're able to call in so much more. And then we have birds before land. This is one of my favorite cards ever. And a lot of people don't know what it means, but birds before land is kind of like seeing other people get your manifestation before you. Or you get like a 90%er. You're like, this feels like my manifestation, but it's not the whole package. And you're patient. And you're like, all right, this is a birds before land. Because when you're out at sea and you don't know when you're approaching an island or land, you start to see birds. And that's an indicator that it's coming. So this card represents the universe is going to send you signs before your manifestation comes in. And sometimes it's tricky signs. Sometimes it might feel like the person is it, or maybe you meet somebody who's like I said, they're doing almost everything perfect, but maybe they're not emotionally regulated, or maybe they're not, their actions are not following their words. And I've seen in my life, maybe you guys can relate to this, just because I'm single, if anybody else is single out there, or if you're in a marriage or you're in a relationship, it doesn't matter. But if you look back at your past relationships that led you to the relationship that you're in right now, ask yourself, like, was there a trend? Was there you kept getting closer and closer to the 100%er? That's what happened with me. The last few guys that I've been interested in, they were kind of, one was all talk and no action. The other one was all action and no emotional intelligence. And I don't say that in a negative way. It's just his capacity to talk about his feelings was kind of stunted. And I'm sure that's from childhood, but he wasn't doing any kind of work to work on it. So then I had to look at myself and go, oh, wow, I attracted that. So that means I'm still holding back. I then have to go in and open up more of my heart. And then I did the work. And then the next guy that I was interested in, he was so open, talked so much, was just really like, here for it. And then his actions were good, but it was like there was something, the chemistry wasn't there. There wasn't that that knowing. So it feels like with every person, you get closer and closer and closer. Pull your energy back. And like I said, there's something about being seen, because the Two of Swords is like you're not being seen, you're blindfolded. Or they're blindfolded. They're not fully seeing you yet. And then the Sun card is like you're the sun. Everybody sees you. And then that's when the marriage card comes in, the Four of Wands, because you're finally allowing yourself. Wow. So somebody's going to be finally allowing themselves to be seen. Maybe they're going to be big on social media. Maybe they're going to be in your community and there's somebody that everyone looks up to. And then all of a sudden you're going to either find them that way or they're going to find you. So we have meditate, 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 which is like the high priestess. A past loved one is here. We love that card. We love when our loved ones are supporting us. And let go of control. The minute you open up those fists, I always say this is like constriction and tightness. When you open up your hands, you're like, oh, now my heart is a little bit softer. My shoulders are dropped. I'm ready for the new. I'm not trying to control everything that's going to happen next. Okay, let's keep going with this. 555, good change is coming. Just double checking my phone because I have a client in 20 minutes. I want to make sure that she's on par for coming for the time. So 555, good change is coming. And I just heard money. Somebody's going to be receiving some money this week. Manifest more for yourself. So start drilling some money statements into your mind. I am money and I come to me easily and effortlessly. I am money and I'm making my way to Michelle. I am money and I'm making my way to all of Michelle's viewers. You are the magician. Horse spirit is here to bring momentum. And who is on your mind? And the sun just kind of peeked out. It's been rainy here for the past few days. I think it's going to rain again today. So who is on your mind? Horse spirit is here to bring momentum and you are the magician. Do not hold back. Like you just got manifest more for yourself and you are the magician. So that spirit is saying, don't forget to use your co-creator abilities. Every morning, every night, you are drilling it into your subconscious who you are, the new self-concept, who you see yourself as. Are you a millionaire? Are you a successful business owner? Are you married? Are you a great mom? Are you somebody that people come to for advice? Are you an amazing spiritual healer? Start to be that person. Destiny has a plan for you. Let go of the need to know. All you have to do is change your self-concept and the universe takes care of the rest. Okay, we're going to do 2 more and then some more animal cards. Make the change and you will feel amazing. I just heard habits. Start a better workout routine. Start taking long walks to really connect to God and to source. On my walks, I literally turn all music, podcasts, YouTube off, and I talk to God. And I say, God, show me the way. Where do you want me to go next? Make it clear, make it fun, make it effortless. Of course, the money card came out. Make a plan to save and more will come. When you're in the frequency of money and you feel like you have enough, even if you don't have enough, you can put yourself into that emotion first. You generate so much more income. Okay. Final cards for this deck. Yes, miracles are on the way. Your soul tribe is coming and they need space. So somebody is recalibrating their energy right now. They're kind of looking at their life and reevaluating everything. So give them space to do that. And maybe it's you. Maybe you need some space. Maybe this new tribe is coming in and you're getting nervous and you can feel it. Maybe your social media is going to go viral. I was talking to a really lovely guy who just went viral on Instagram, and I didn't plan on talking to him. I just shared one of his reels and then he thanked me for sharing it. And then he did like a poll. So I asked him a question and then he responded. And then we ended up just briefly chatting in the DMs. And his account like went from like 2,000 views on his reels to like 500,000 to 900,000. And then he all of a sudden had like 40,000 followers, like within like a week or so. So I wrote to him. I was like, hey, I know we don't know each other, but thanks for answering my poll question. It was so lovely to read that. But I just want to check in on you. Like, how is your nervous system holding up with, going like semi-viral right now? I was like, it can be really a lot when you're getting hundreds and hundreds of DMs and comments. And his topic is all about like breakups. So he's being flooded with all of like the sad stories of people getting their heart broken, of people not showing up for them. And he sent me a voice memo back and he was just like, yeah, I've been really emotional. It's a lot. Like he's like, I want to respond to every message and I can't. And he just feels so bad. And it's just like an influx of energy coming in. And I just was like, do you have somebody to hug? I was like, your nervous system needs a hug. Like, and I wanted to say, I think I might even tell him like to go get a massage. I don't know if you guys know that, but when your nervous system is out of alignment and you're literally in fight or flight, you need to be touched. You need another human and like to either hold your back or hold like your upper heart area, your high heart. I always imagine somebody holding my high heart and then holding here and just saying, Michelle, I got you. You're safe. It's okay. And like telling the nervous system to calm down is so, so important. So if you guys are going to be dealing with an influx of energy in some way in your community, if you're going to be getting more messages, more emails to respond to, when there's an influx of energy from people and lots of people, we have to go back to the body. We have to turn the phone off, go back to the body, hug the body, remind us that we're safe, and we have to cut cords from all the energy that's coming towards us. And I just imagine myself shutting a sliding glass door and all the comments, all the words, they're just hitting the wall, hitting the door and falling. They're not entering my field. And if we have that visual, it works. Energy is just all of your thoughts. So if you're worried about an energetic siphoning energy or being overwhelmed in a room with people who have a lot of energy, you can totally be in that room and change your thoughts to, I have a steel wall in front of me, a glass wall, a sliding glass door, however you want to visualize it, and just imagine everybody's energy can't get to you because you're on the other side of that wall. And when you have that thought, your energy then builds that wall. And now you can show up in that space and still function and not be crippled by the energy. Because I used to be somebody that was like, oh, I can't go here. And I still sometimes say it because I'm nervous because I felt it in the past. But I'm like, no, this is my new self concept. I can handle anything. I can be in any space and I can project my light and not have to protect it. Remember, we're projecting, not protecting anymore. We're not walking in feeling like a victim in any space. And if somebody's energy is too much for you, that means you're attracting it so that you can build this energetic wall. You're needing to build the wall. Don't run from it. Okay, let's do, like I said, some animals. We're going to do spirit animal oracle. This is what it looks like. Another eagle at the bottom. I love that double eagle message. Spirit has your back, it says. Wow. Okay, we're going to take all of them. I just heard take all of them. So we have wasp. Sometimes life stings. This can be that influx of energy. That could be it feels like a sting, right? It feels like you can't handle it, but you can. Groundhog spirit says time to let go. Look at him holding a little heart. Remember I said opening up the hands, it's time to let go. You can handle more. You don't have to worry about controlling divine timing. Chameleon spirit, act as if. We have not gotten this card at all in a while, and I love this card. I love the purple and the green. So this is kind of like fake it till you make it. Like back with the Page of Pentacles card, she's starting something new. She's going back to school. She's learning something new. Just fake it till you make it. That's basically what manifestation is. You're pretending like your 3D reality doesn't exist and you're faking it. You're imagining a new reality. And that's the chameleon. The chameleon can also be what it does. What does a chameleon do? It blends, right? So you might be trying to blend yourself with your new reality, and then all of a sudden it will happen. The vulture, number 63, and the numbers were 64 for the wasp, if anybody's interested in numbers, 31 for the groundhog, 14 for the chameleon, 63 for the vulture. Nothing is wasted. So if you are like, I was just texting my friend this morning and she's like, I think I want to burn down everything, meaning all of her social media and just start fresh and do something different. That doesn't mean that all of that past energy was wasted. Nothing is wasted. Everything serves a purpose. And when it's time to burn it down and start fresh, that's perfect. We're going to let go of control. We're going to surrender and follow the lightest feeling in our body. And then we have mouse spirit, 10 to the small things, number 40. To me, this represents, like, look how big his head is. And then the back end of him is really tiny. So it's almost like, don't forget to look for the small details in your life and make sure everything's all tidied up. Because if one area of your life is out of alignment, then it's all out of alignment. If one area is in the flow, that kind of bleeds into all the other areas, right? Like when you're in love with somebody, all the other areas of your life get better because you're already in a state of love and feeling good. It kind of like permeates and keeps going on. Then you feel better at work. You feel better with your kids or at home. You clean your house more. And it's the same on the opposite. If you just went through a breakup, it's like every other area of your life feels daunting and it feels like you can't do it because this one area is so loud for you right now. And that's okay. It can be loud, but we have to work through that and tend to the small things. So if you are in that second situation where everything feels lackluster and you're like, oh, my finances are just not good and it's affecting my relationships, it's affecting everything. What I want you to do is I want you to clean your house. I want you to do something that takes discipline. Maybe go for a workout, right? And train really hard. Make sure you're sweating. Make sure you get to the point where you can't do another push-up and then you commit to doing 5 more, whether they're modified. You just train yourself to do the hard thing. And that will give you that motivation again, that power, that zest to be like, all right, yeah, even if my finances are not in order right now, at least I'm taking care of myself. At least my house looks beautiful and it feels beautiful. And that energy, guess what that does? It generates momentum. And then you have momentum, and then you're able to go out and attract more money because you're feeling good. So when it feels like we're spiraling or going into quicksand, we have to stop it and do something that's not related, that builds discipline and builds like this energy of, I'm proud of myself that I did this. And to me, that's what the word discipline means. It means doing something that you don't want to do right now, but it's going to make your future self and your future life better. And we know that with manifestation, it's all energy. So if you just buckle up and just do the hard thing right now, if there's a closet that needs to be cleaned, do it today, do it this week. If you need to go get your oil changed in your car, or if something needs to get fixed, just go do it and pray for the money to fix it. You're always asking the universe at all times, universe, can you bring me $50 to fix this? And then give the universe 3 days. Sometimes it takes 3 or 4 days for the money to drop in. But if you're not asking, you're not going to get it. We have to be using our voice. Okay, final cards. Let's do some money. Speaking of money, we're going to do my money deck. This is messages from money. It's all little kind of like little things and tools that you can do to attract more money. Be patient, more is on the way. What a lovely card to get. You don't have to do more. It's kind of like the miracles. The miracles are on the way. Your money is on the way. Just ask for it and then be patient. Yes, I love when they jump out like that. I arrive faster when you love yourself. And that's like buying flowers. One of my clients sent me flowers on Mother's Day and they're still fresh. Look how beautiful they are. But when you do think, like if you were to buy yourself those flowers, that's you loving yourself. When you're cleaning your house, you're loving yourself. When you're working out, you're loving yourself. So all of those habits and routines kind of play a role with money. Money will come to you when you're loving yourself. I don't know if you guys can see, but this is like hanging on the edge. 777-888. That means I'm on my way. So when you're seeing 777 and 888, money is coming. When you do kind acts, I chase you. So be a good person, love yourself. More is on the way. Just be patient. And if you need help manifesting money, I am the money fairy. I love helping my clients manifest money. They always do it after they work with me. So if you want to book a one-to-one session with me, click the link in the comments. You can always email me, go to my website. I have so many offerings. And my mentorship is open. Inner Alchemy is open. They're both one-to-one 6-week programs. The mentorship is us on Zoom once a week. And then Inner Alchemy is us every other week for 6 weeks, but then we do daily texting and voice memos. So I kind of really get into your reality and I see what's happening and we help change it. So if you want to join, hit the link in the comments. I'm sending you so much love. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you all in the next one. All right, peace out.